As everybody knows, the path to hell is baked with good intentions.
So, this list of things Mary Rose is spouting was almost entirely improvised, much to her chagrin. But she did such a good job. I gave her like 2 suggestions: the French Revolution and the Secret French Revolution, President Howard Taft, and Burmese jumping spiders, of course.
The thimble piece from Monopoly was my suggestion.
21-time Oscar nominee Meryl Streep was a joke I wrote 2 days before Meryl Streep was nominated for the 21st time. I just I'm like, this is gonna happen.
Yeah.
We all know it.
Yeah.
So for as long as it took me to animate learning stuff,
on your side.
as long as it took me to animate learning stuff, it took me about twice as long to animate the text crawl, because Final Cut, Sony Vegas does not do that.
Oh, that must have been terrible.
Oh yeah, it was the worst.
Oh yay, our Dexter kitchen.
We realized this was going to be a messy shoot, so we're like, we're just going to Dexter everything out, it'll be creepy, and then we can clean it easily. Fun fact about this song, Jack and I wrote it 1.5 years ago, when we were doing the musical thing, Half Asleep.
Yep.
And the greatest musical artistic payoff I have ever received was the tray of brownies my mother slapped down in front of us and saying, "You made me hungry," as we finished writing this song.
I still remember when we played that concert, there were like 6 or so senior citizens and...
Your family...
Right.
And
maybe
like 2 children.
Yeah. And it's real interesting because some other songs didn't quite land. We had this great Pokemon Go song. It was
incredible.
Genius. And it just didn't land because it was the wrong audience.
But this did.
This totally did.
I also like this song because it was written in my register, the very bottom of my voice.
I'll gladly take it over you. And so imagine us, such children, at this summer concert thing. I'm just plunking away at the keyboard. Oh, fun times. I feel like you're a snowman. I just see you as a snowman in this situation. Because you've got like, I think it's your face looks more angular. You've got the poofies.
I see that.
I'm glad you know what I mean by poofies. Oh, I love this lighting too. We had a great time with lighting this.
So, in my key out of you, but that's an E. And when we were recording this, Miggy went, "Jono, that's going to kill me." And I went, "Don't do that then." This was the first scene I wrote for this episode, because I love it when Mary Rose tries to fight God.
Yes. Also, little known fact, I am I'm emerging as a fight choreographer. And some of my best work is coming up in the slap fight between God and Satan.
Yes.
Wherein I was like, no. We're not just going to do some slap fight. It's going to be with intent. Satan means every slap she's doing. Like your baby sister. There we go. Here we go. Yeah, this is a good fight choreo. I dig it.
When we started working on this show, we were talking about God. I knew we had to have Jiraiya on because, firstly, he would be perfect.
Yeah.
And I want to see him take command of a room.
Yes.
And he's so good at that as God. But also, because I knew we wanted to give God a song in this episode, and Jiraiya, an actual composer with, like, real musicals under his belt, is going to write something 1,000 times better than I ever could. And he and I sat down for, like, 3 hours during spring break, and we wrote his song, and so good. So good. There were also 3 weeks in between filming both sides of this shot. So that happened, and then 3 weeks prior, that happened. Yes. We like to kind of circumvent stereotypes with this, which is why our Satan is a woman.
Right.
And I also really liked having JoJo as God, because everyone thinks of, Morgan Freeman,
Right.
this rich, deep voice, but JoJo has this glorious high range, and I knew we had to show this off.
And they just work so well together. So well. And I'm just sort of realizing that just now watching this, but I mean, even in the season 1 finale, they're just great. Like, another just classic Mary Rose moment that broke me so hard on set is Mary Rose's dancing to this song.
Yes.
Is the best, hands down, the best thing we've ever filmed for this show. So I'm just watching it like, oh my god, yes!
So, JoJo and I had talked about the song a couple times before, but hadn't made actual plans for it until we sat down to write it. He's like, well, this is God, so I'm thinking like a gospel-y feel, and I'm like, amazing, yes. But then when it came to this bridge, I'm like, this is fire and fury. So just fire away at her, and it was so much fun to move for just a moment into that like musical theater anger space.
And getting this shot too was just so gratifying for me as a cinematographer, because it's just gorgeous. Like, look at that.
Not is also Fiera from Wicked. That's from Kinky Boots. We're up to 6 now. The working title for this song was You Can't Bribe God with Burgers. It took us way too long to figure out what was going to happen to Pearl at the end of this episode. Wait a second, what if she becomes an actual Pearl?
And then like the whole bag of pearls.
Stolen directly from Welcome to Night Vale. So this wasn't originally part of the episode. This is the subplot we added. Mary Rose, in her infinite wisdom, kept the rent thing as a running gag after the first episode, so we could call back to it here. Good. Brilliant decision. Fun fact, I wrote this song coming back from a rehearsal, like at 10:30, driving home from Waterford. No one is present for a mile in any direction.
Good.
Like, alright, here we go, time to write a reprise. The original line there with these challenges behind us, there's nothing we can't do, Satan do your worst in season 2. But then we divided this show differently than I thought we would. This is the applause this episode deserves. And it's also just me giving the unicorn, Rachel, a moment to shine. We originally were going to have some music swelling underneath this, but we decided it would just be funnier if she inhaled and then the buzzer happened. This fall, Baked with Good Intentions Season 3. I'm so excited to share it all with you.
Yes, we are.
Thank you for watching these crazy things.
Yes. Oh
Thank
my
you.
goodness, we finished them.
For sitting through as just more or less us patting ourselves on the back for 2 seasons.
Us giggling incoherently at each other.
Referencing Food Network things.
Oh my.
Oh goodness. Well then, we will see you when Season 3 happens, and,
Yes, we will. And
keep your eye out for a couple of shorts that are going to be happening too. Until next time...
Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum.